Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing of something that came in from TT, Tactile Knife Company, I believe. TCK, right? Up in Dallas. So let's take a look. What do we got in here? It is extremely urgent. Today I'm opening up with my Talarurus. I'm not sure, it's a Vosteed one, but it has the disc opening. Something that came about from a particular designer that we might actually see here. So let's take a look at how we're going to get into this thing without destroying anything inside of it. Let's see what we can do. This right here, maybe. I don't want to destroy the box that's in here. Let's see, did that get us in? All right. Did into another one. All right. All right, so we have a receipt. We'll put that off to the side. Oh, what is this? Tactile Knife Company. Interesting. So that's a good sticker. I have one of these. Got these at Blade Show. Thanks to Tactile Knife Company. Give me some stuff. My desk is all dirty. All right, so what are we looking at? The Mariner II. Oh, Bob Terzuola. So Bob Terzuola, I think, is the one who initially started these thumb discs idea. So Vosteed is kind of giving homage to that, if you will. So let's take a look. Now this box got beat up a little bit in the shipping. Oh well, we got here fast, so. All right, so I got a chance to see this knife at Blade Show Atlanta. I actually ran to Michael, and he showed me this behind the curtain, so to speak, and he said, "Hey, what do you think of this?" No pictures were allowed, obviously, but it's the Mariner II. It's modeled after the Mariner I, and Tactile Knife Company actually worked directly with Bob Terzuola directly to create this knife. So, proudly machined and assembled in Texas by Tactile Knife Company. This is the Terzuola, designed by Robert Terzuola or Bob Terzuola. Assembled by Matt Palmore, 6364, blade Magnacut titanium. All right, so there you go. And Mariner II. There we go. All right, so let's put that off to the side, and let's take a look. Nice little, very protected little thing. So this is very similar to the one I felt there. So it's, you know, it's not a super... Here's the little budget Vosteed, which is obviously significantly less than that, but also significantly less materials, quality materials. All right, so we're dead nut centered. Look at that, beautiful. Milled pocket clip. This is not stamped. It is hidden hardware. There's a little Bob Terzuola emblem, and you can see that because that's his little dragon right there. Dragon. So part of his design. All right, so we got a full backspacer. We got a little lanyard pin, so you can put a lanyard on if you want, but it's not prioritized. Relatively deep carry, almost fully hidden. Not really sharp on the top. Here's the thumb discs, and I tell you, not a thumb disc fan, but these thumb discs really, really worked. It is captive pivot, as you can see. Looks like T8s all the way around. We'll double check that, but that's really cool. There's your stop pin right there. I like that. All right, so... And I do like the little milling right there. That's a nice little touch for sure. Nicely chamfered all the way around. Okay. So let's go ahead and give it a flick. Here we go. Ooh. All right. So there's the cutout to the liner lock right there. Definitely have a little access. Nice chimping on top. Definitely fully engaged. Locked in there. Really solid. Let's see. Oh, nice. Does close really, really well. So that's nice. Ooh, we got bonus flick. We got bonus flick. I wanted to see if we did. We do. We got bonus flick. I love that. I love that. All right. So the design is meant to be like fully choked up. So I have large hands with meaty fingers. So extra large hands with normal size fingers, double extra large hands with smaller fingers. And I think extra large hands with meaty fingers, probably double extra large hands with meaty fingers. You could definitely get in there. There's plenty of room. You know, if you want to hold back, you could. If you want to go up. Now you have that little disc right there where you can put your pressure, but this is sort of a interesting little thumb disc. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. So you can see it like two stacks right there. Goes in on top. It's got some little jimping and texture on there. This is a flat grind around here, like a Wharncliffe, reverse Tonto. It can't really, I guess not reverse Tonto because it kind of comes across, but it has a belly, so maybe this is technically a sheep's foot. I don't know. You tell me, Blade, please. Magnacut, minimal billboarding, which I like Tactile does. I mean, very little simple Tactile there. Bob Terzuola logo there. And then Magnacut, for those who really need to see the steel, right? All right, so the liner in there, it is an inset. Let's see, can we see that? An inset liner lock, yeah? All right, so I wasn't sure if I showed you this. So you've got the Tactile company, you've got the Tactile company right there, you have minimum Dragon right there, you have the Magnacut right there, very minimal hardware on this, and then you have the inset liner lock in there. And then on the right, definitely some milling for weight relief, which is really nice. It has a little weight, but it's not super heavy. There's the liner with the jimping on top. Easy access. Let's see. It does come down nicely. All right, so let's zoom back out. All right. So 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, computer in the background making some noise there. But the action's really nice. There we go. Starting to break in really well. All right, very nice. Very comfortable in hand. No sharp edges here. Any hot spots? No? So if you saw the picture online, you probably saw this very, very small knife in the hands because the person who holds it's probably got double extra large hands, very big hands. I have large hands. So if you have large to medium hands, if you got meaty fingers, then you're going to relate to me. But if you have extra large hands with thinner fingers, you're going to relate to this hand here. I'm just not going to be as long, so which doesn't matter for something like this, right? Because you can get in there really well. Action's really nice. Let's see, left-handed. Okay, let's see, reverse flick. Yeah, reverse flick. Oh, nice, because the liner lock easy to get to. We got bonus on left hand. We do. We have bonus on left hand. Did I do a reverse flick over here? So this discs, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the discs, but the angle with the 2-tier give it a really kind of like a volcano easy access. You get in there and it's really comfortable, really, really comfortable. Man, they really executed this well. I almost wish they would redo I'm going to say something and I hope nobody takes offense, but I wish they would redo the rock wall with something like that. I think that would be just so much better. All right, so we have a little bit of scratches on there. I mean, it feels like it's speed blasted probably, I'm going to guess. Action's really nice. I will tell you that. Definitely executed that really, really well. And there really well. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I mean, overall, it's not a gigantic knife. We're looking at about a 7-inch knife, a little over 7 1/4 inch, right? Looking at a blade that's probably, the blade itself is going to be right at 3, if not below 3. Officially, probably right below 3. The cutting length is definitely below 3 inches. So it all depends on your state and local knife laws, right? I do like this reverse blade. It's got enough of a tip that you can really do some work. And then with this little thing, this here, you can obviously pinch grip. So, homage to Tri-State, Cole at Tri-State. I'm sure he's going to say you could pinch grip all day long. That's really cool. I do dig that a lot. Yeah, really nice little knife. I like it. I'm digging this a lot. Action's really cool. It does feel very premium. I will tell you that. Some people complained, initially when they saw the price. It is a little on the pricier side. I'm not going to lie to you. But I handled this at Blade Show, and I knew I liked it a lot. And yeah, it's exactly what I remember. It's really, really, really fidgety. Really nice to work in hand. Oh yeah, this is just really comfortable. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so let's listen to that detent. Nice clickety. Hear that? Any detent lash? Nope. Any pivot lash? Well, might be a little right there, but you know what? I'm not sure, but what typically fixes that is some skiff washers. So I think I'm going to be putting that in there. So my first impressions are very, very good. Very, very good. It's what I remembered handling it, and I liked it. I like the design. Now, I get this design's not for everybody. There's a lot of designs out there that aren't for everybody, but I really dug this. I thought this was really cool. I thought it was really nice in hand. So yeah, I think this is a really cool design. The action's beautiful, really beautiful. It's a stunner. Yeah, that's really nice. Love the clip. Clip is nice. Love this T8 with that, screws over here, kind of like doing a little bit what Herman does and some other custom knife makers. I do dig that a lot. Yeah, I like the milling relief on the inside. That's really cool. I like the full back spacer. That's really nice too. And the action's just breaking in. I haven't even put any oil on there. I haven't put skiffs in there yet, and it's already really nice. Really nice. Now, I think this is like a stone washed or bead blasted or whatever here, so that's going to be a little gritty, but once that track wears in, it's going to be really nice. There's no adjusting needing here. I don't need to adjust this at all. Let's look at that. Is there a ramp on that there too? Let's see. Oh, there is a ramp. Okay, so you can see that right there. There's a little ramp on the knife too. Some people like that, some people don't. I prefer it. I think it's a nice thing. Because if you're going to do a ramp, you have to execute it well. And usually people who do attempt a ramp do execute it well. I have it on a lot of my Brian Brown knives. I have it on my Koenigs, my Holt Blade Works. They all have it. I think it's nice. I do enjoy that. So, for sure. I'm glad they do it. It's also on my Archer, another Tactile Knife Company knife that I have right here. Let me get that out. So this particular knife was done by TJ Schwartz. He's the one who did the Koenig Arias, right? So he's a designer on this one right here. So that's another beautiful design right here. And it's got a ramp that's very reminiscent of a Shergorf to me. So I like that. And then this is a Bob Terzuola design with a lot of amenities as well. As you can see, this is definitely a larger blade over here. This is in the just above 8. This is above 7. So it's kind of in between. And I like this. I liked the Rockwell flipper originally. I just couldn't get into the thumb stud. I couldn't work it with my big old meaty fingers. And this I dig. This I really, really, really dig. This is really nice. Oh yeah. It's really nice. There's no double clutch. Well, let's figure out where's that clutch. So we hit it. And you're cleared about right there. Okay. So, and can you drop it? Yeah, you can. There's a little sharpening tool right there. I can drop it right there on my hand. If I keep my fingers, even my big meaty fingers, I can keep them in there. I can catch it without the blade hitting my nail. Right now, this is from another knife I've been digging into. But this one right here, it catches nicely right there. I do like that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm digging that. And then left hand, really cool, really cool. Yeah, it's a really nice knife. I'm digging this. All right, since I was going to go ahead and do it, let's go ahead and put some skiffs on there. Why not? So always recommend some good tools for this, right? You want to make sure you have a nice stubby driver. Those are always really important for you. Stuff like that. You want to make sure you have some oil. I have another driver here just in case I need it. I don't because it's captive. So we should be okay. So let's go ahead. I believe these are T8s. So here we are at T8. Let's just double check that. T8. See it? T8 over here. Yeah, T8. All right. So let's begin and see what size skiffs it takes. I don't believe there's skiffs on here like there are on the Archer because the Archer is significantly more expensive, but you also, a lot of times that's a little extra cost, right? And they didn't mention skiffs on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and assume they're not. It would be a nice surprise if there were skiffs already, but I doubt they are. Skiffs are expensive, and usually that's for a higher end knife. And the Archer, like I said, is a couple $100 more than this one. Even though this one's not necessarily cheap. All right, so those pins are all the same, so that's good. All right, now this should be a captive pivot from what I can tell. There we go. About to release. There we go. All right, so this pin is in there pretty good. Now, milling, that's really nice. I like that. That's your stop pin. That's in there nice and solid, beautifully polished, by the way. Do like that. All right, so here is the blade itself. All right, so we have a little pin in here. That's interesting. Wonder why they do that. That's unique. All I can think of is maybe the Magnacut. I don't know. All right, so what do we have here? Do we have a captive? We do. There's the captive right there, so that means it's right in there as captive. Okay, so let me get some of my cleaning cloth. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right, so if you didn't see that, let me zoom in a little bit here. So the pivot itself and that fit in there, and that's what makes it captive, right? So that's cool. And what I was noticing on the blade here, I don't know why they would have milled that. I don't know if that expands, tightens, gives a little flexibility. I'm not exactly sure, but I find that pretty fascinating. I'll have to do a little research on that, or if you guys know already as you see this review, let me know if I haven't already posted why. But I think that's pretty cool. And so here's the ramp on the blade. Nicely done. Really good precision milling to get that. I like that a lot. All right, so these are your mill points. Oops. Ooh, that's your inset liner lock. Okay. I got you. Okay, so that right there. Huh. Ooh. Guess it has a little lip there. Is that what I'm seeing? It does. Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, you got to see this. This is worth checking out. All right. So there is a little lip under here where it catches. Very cool. Little lip right there. And if you look at this, it has actually a little piece that goes underneath it. And that catches, so you don't have to screw it down. So it literally fits in like this to go underneath and then closes like that. And then we have these pins right here. These are going to be our stop pins right here, or our back pins, I guess. Besides the screws, right? So this is where I'm going to just clean this off real quick. Because the point of me taking this up was I want to clean this real quick. And I want to clean the back here. So then you have this back spacer. And here's your pin right here. Fortunately, that didn't fall out because that would be hard to find. And then this is going to go through like this. Okay, there you go. That fits in nicely. Okay, so these got to be our milling posts where we hold it for drilling. That's pretty cool. I dig that. All right, let's clean that off. Pretty sure I'm going to have these washers. So let's take a look. All right, so let's see what the pivot is. There's a 5mm. Oh, it's a 3/16. All right, so it's a 3/16. And I bet it's 1/16 here. Yeah. So this is a 3/16 and a 1/16. So let's see what we have. There we go. Those guys right there. It should be a pretty good fit. Let's make sure it fits on the pivot. Yeah, it does. All right, so let's clean off the pivot a little bit here. Just kind of get that nice and clean. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil on here. All right, then I'm going to put a little bit of the heavyweight gauge oil. I'm going to put that on. Let's see if we can get all this back together nice and easy. Nice and together. Let's put our pivot on. Before I do any sort of oil or Loctite, I'd like to make sure everything's assembled, everything's nice and even. No reason No reason to rush that, right? Then this is going to go in this way, and I reverse thread it. I don't tighten it all the way just yet. I just thread them through first. By the way, if you didn't see, there's a screw for the clip. It's recessed and set into the scale, that's why it's not going to move. Might even have a little pin in there, but there's no reason for me to take it off. It looks perfectly fine. Nice and tight. Action's good. Now let's see. Oh yeah. So these are not bad cage bearings. Don't get me wrong, okay? But they are crimped over, and they're budget cage bearings. I mean, they're not bad. They're ceramic balls, so that's pretty good. And I will give credit that you know, you can get much cheaper, and it looks like even the phosphor bronze is really nice. And they've got some good action. They move pretty well, right? They do. But nothing's going to beat Skiffs. And I mean, you're going to have to want to put Skiffs in because it does cost more. It does add expense, right? For sure. Skiffs are more expensive. There's just no way around that, right? So, I mean, they'll add anywhere from $10 to $20 on a knife because they have to special order them, and then they have to make sure they're right, and they got to install them, and I mean, it's just, you know, it's just more. So, but these are not bad. I will tell you, these are some of the nicer ones I've ever seen. I mean, they're probably with the Riot ones, right? So, really nice. But let's see. Oh yeah, we still did not centered. Oh, that's smooth. That's really smooth. Now, it would be more noticeable, you know, after a little bit, but I can already tell. It just rolls over those ball bearings just a little bit better. Does that mean you can never not get a bad set of Skiff cage bearings? Oh no, you can. You can. I actually ran into somebody who did. But you know what? Reach out to Steve Skiff and Skiff Workshop, and they'll get you. They'll replace them. They will absolutely replace them. So, you know, you just take a picture of them, show them what's going on, and they're really good. Oh, that edge is nice and sharp too. I like that. Nice thin slicer, kind of a blade. I like that. Now the disc will be a little bit in your cutting way, but you know, you can still cut very nicely, I think, with this. It's not going to be for everybody, this aesthetic. I really like it though. I really like it. So before we put everything else away, get some Loctite, because I'm thinking I'm good. I'm thinking I'm really good with this right now. So I'm going to go ahead and Loctite this puppy in. So Loctite 242. I have a new bottle of this. This is trying to use the rest of this. Had this for a while, so there you go. So you just need a little bit. Like to have it on threads there. Really nice. Nice. Digging that. Dig that. Very cool. Let's put our stuff away. So what I use nano oil 10 weight for this one. That's a good one to use. Then my heavyweight for the detent ball and the detent track is nano weight 85 weight oil. Got new ones of these too, but I like to use the rest of them before they run out. I'm not all concerned about it looking pretty because I'm not sponsored by anybody, so it doesn't matter to me. Honestly, it does not. But on that note, I do want to get a nice shot of this to show you guys what bearings it does use. So if you wanted to look at this later. So these are the Skiff caged bearings that you would need, right? So I would recommend these for the Tactile Knife Company Mariner II, a Bob Terzuola design. This is just paying homage to his design, just a smaller version of it. I know some people want the bigger version, you know, but it's not quite what they were going for. So there you go. Bob Terzuola Mariner II. All right. What do y'all think? Like it? I do. I dig it. I dig this thing a lot. So I think it's pretty cool. All right, so let's put these skiff cage bearings away. Let's do a quick zoom in so we can get a nice look at that blade and the disc together. Let's look at the handle there with the T8 screws and the hardware. Look at the liner lock, the inset. That was really cool how that worked. And then look at the hidden hardware on the milled clip with the little dragon and the milling on top. The back spacer back there with the lanyard pin. All right, and then we can look at the back of the blade here where it says Magnacut. Nice sheep's foot kind of blade there. The disc on top here, you can see that. It's not super sharp and not edgy up there, so I mean you could probably still use a ferrous rod if you wanted to, but it's not meant to be like, it's not going to scrape your nails, so that's nice. And here's the back spacer on top. I think that's pretty nice. I think that's pretty nice. So let's do a little and get all my stuff out of the way here so we're not in the shot. So here we go. The Tactile Knife Company. Bob Terzuola designed a Mariner II. That's really stinking cool. I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. Very nice. Let's look at the back here with the mill clip and the little dragon on there. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm not sure which pick I'm going to use for the, you know, the thumbnail for the video. So we'll see. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, this has a lot of potential, I think, for a lot of different variations if you wanted to. Really cool. All right, very, very nice. I like that. Well, I need to let that sit, so I can't flick it too much. So I'm going to let that go right there. We'll just let that sit. Very, very cool. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches the videos, who likes the videos, who watches the channel, who enjoys the live stream. I sure appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. If you haven't already, hit that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content like this video. And a big shout out, thank you to all my channel members out there. I appreciate you guys. You allow this channel to do things a lot more quickly than I ever thought I would. And, you know, to cover a lot of things that allow me to do what I do. So thank you to you guys. I'm very, very grateful and humbled. Hey, if you've been interested in becoming a channel member, or you've been on the fence, you thought, I'd like to become a channel member, I would love to have you. I'd be honored. Please don't ever feel obligated, but I would be honored. There's a link in the description down below for 3 different tiers. Anything you would be interested in, I would be honored, okay? So thank you, thank you. And as a small way for me to say thank you to the channel members, I do a once-a-month members giveaway. Usually make it pretty exclusive, pretty nice. So if that interests you, you want to be a channel member for that alone, I would welcome you. But know that I would be appreciative for your support of the channel. So thank you. Thank you. I also want to send out a sticker to all new channel members. If you just became a channel member, or you've been a channel member for a while and you're a member right now, you've never asked for a sticker, or you were a member before and became a member again but never asked for a sticker, and you're a member right now, email me. Email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you that sticker. My small way to say thank you. Thank you for being a channel member. All right, so thank you to all you guys out there. If you haven't already, check me out on Robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week.